4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, hello, and we are live again. Welcome back to BK42 Custom Cycle Podcast number 15. Number 15, Mike. I'm BK42 speaking from Poland, and the other side of the screen is my dear friend Mike Make Brittan flying his mobile studio somewhere in the Spain. What's up, man? How are you doing? I see a lot of lights there.
All right, yeah, we moved to a little location. The sun is going down longer. Each day gets longer. Really, the sunset's going to come down, and I'm looking at some really good places to park this vehicle because this is a mobile studio. I could put it anywhere I like. So we're just trying out new places, and today it just got a little bit dark, so we're not trying out the outdoor studio yet. But wait
Not
till
yet.
we get the outdoor studio going.
Yeah, that will be awesome. I see your
Yeah.
solar panels behind you, something new there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm surrounded by solar panels. I mean, I got so many, and I got solar projects that are coming along. Like I mentioned this week, I have a real revolution that came this week. I got a lot of my bits coming in, and there's some like projects that I've been waiting for like 3 months to get going. So, like I said, in the next few days, and this outdoor studio, you guys check it out, huh?
Yeah, man, I can only imagine in Spain. Oh, that will be awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
Just find a nice beach to park or to
Oh
land
yeah.
your helicopter there, and we're gonna love to watch it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna bring my drone too out.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, we'll see it.
Yeah, yeah, we got our friends arriving in the show. Like
Hey,
Thomas
what's up?
is,
What's up,
is
Thomas?
here. So, yeah, and it's very nice. We can also tell our viewers about our new stuff if you want to talk about the Spotify and
That's
things
right.
like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, the last week I saw BK did a new thing, which is join us up to Spotify, and he also found a way to cut up our shows so that we could show it on, or you can listen it on Spotify and listen to, say, an audio version of our podcast. And last week we talked about what our work is worth, or how much do we charge for our work, and that got very popular, and there was a lot of hits on that one. So you guys check it out. This week you might see some things we're going to talk about today with Evja, and maybe we can hear it on the audio version as well. So that's really cool that you guys can check it out. Just put it, you don't have to, it's not visual. You could just listen it in your workshop. And this is the way podcasts should work. And maybe for a few minutes, we get a chance to talk about people's features and things like that. So maybe you can tune in there. But, during the rest of the podcast, you might just listen to the audio version of it. So that's an exciting new thing we can do right now. And
Exactly. And,
Go ahead.
and no, I was thinking talking about money is always something very difficult. It's always a hot subject, right? Like this week, we got a lot of feedback. Actually, I've seen a lot of messages, and it was a very nice conversation. We can still keep it going if people want to talk about that. We are always open for that. So it's always a hot topic.
That's
Talk
right.
about
And
money.
that's right. Hot topic talking about, because we got to talk about money. If we want to move to the future, there's got to be guys that give up their day job. I know that sounds bold, right? But that's the only way this thing's going to grow, right? Is a bunch of guys that give up their day job and start making handlebars or wheels or custom made parts, so that our industry can grow and we have more people to go to, and people are making money so that they can keep going and feeding us parts. The reason why we have to make everything is because nobody makes any money selling these parts. So we have to consider, patronizing. We can't do this. You know what's cool about our hobbies? It's nearly free. You can get in here for
Indeed,
free.
yeah.
We could. Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about our Indonesian builder that's coming up, and we'll talk about how they do it. But it's because they're low budget and they have to do it with what things they have. But it's also nice when guys have done all the engineering, cut the parts out, and then showed it out, and then you could go and just click on it and buy it. That's like we got to we got to support those guys, right? So
Yeah.
if you guys are thinking about, getting into this game or something like that, you have to think about the money, and we can't just give away our time and our skills for nothing, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and before going to our featured builder, I want to say hello to our viewers, to our dear friends. And we have tonight Thomas, we have Frances, we have G27 Custom Cycles. That's the one I want to talk to you very soon about his carbon
Hey,
fiber
what's up,
bikes.
Clement?
We have Rainco always with us here. We have Bicycle Trust, we have Clement and G27
All
again.
right.
Yeah, man. And there are 22 people watching us, and I don't know who they are. So just say hello in the room. Just
Oh,
wave to us, and we're
fantastic.
gonna know who is here.
All right, all right, all right. We got an audience tonight. That sounds good. I mean, we got a couple of features that we're bringing out. I think the first one we're gonna go on to is is a guy in Indonesia. All right, and he goes by Iwan Garage. Right now, if you can scroll to the next picture.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the pictures are really small. I cannot make it bigger, but I hope
All
it's
right.
okay.
I mean,
Maybe a bit.
yeah, yeah.
There
Yeah.
we
There
go.
you go. That's big
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, but the quality's not good. But okay, that's what we have.
All right, so I mean, like, let's bring out his first one. Now, I'd call E1. I've known this guy. Hey,
Is this
Philippa.
one?
Hi, Rock. Hey, I just want to say hello to my son out there. He's watching. Hi, Rock.
Yeah, they're
I love
always
you,
here
buddy.
with us.
All right. Well, he's here right now. Daddy loves you. All right. All right. So you can
Just-
see this first frame, and um, I mean, he's a kind of builder that got on my radar a few years ago, and this is not what I mean by the next one. If you bring up the next one, yeah, all right. So now, what caught me on him was that he was very radical, all right, and he made things like this often. He made big tails. He made things that hung off super low. I mean, look at the scrape on that. Can you even get your finger underneath that bottom frame? So I mean, he made some. So anything he did was radical, and he got on my radar all the time because like he just sees something and then he'd like extreme it, right? And he kept on like, and he also had like a little kid about my age, and we'd grown in the last. I've probably seen him for about the past 5 or 6 years making some of these things. Um, so if you can move on to the next photo. So
I'll
yeah, I
try.
mean, yeah, he does. I mean, I like you said, like there's a extreme. He saw a little bit of camber in something, and he in somebody else's bike, and he said, "Well, let me do an extreme camber."
And
you
there
know,
he is. It's,
yeah,
yeah, he
that's
is.
right. I mean, why not? I mean, I don't. I see like where do you push the limits on it? And okay, probably he went through some tires, and I know when I put some camber on mine, we had to go and change it back to straight because the tires were wearing out a little bit too quick. They weren't designed for going around like that.
Yeah, yeah, it looks cool. I wish I could see more pictures of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. So yeah, that's probably like the forward version of it. Now you can probably see the one on the left, which is like one of his more known versions. I think there's a couple of other pictures of that extreme lowrider. Look at that one on the left. That one's just really,
Yeah,
yeah,
should be very
that's
difficult to ride, right?
yeah. I
Because
mean, you would
extremely
think so,
low.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
extremely low and handlebars. So this is like probably the last project I saw him working on. All right, but he's after my own heart too, because I'm on my little four-wheel project as well. I think a lot of us who've ever been in this game long enough, we all like to build a little pedal car, you know. And this is a sort of hot-rodded version of his pedal car, and because go back to that photo again. Can you go back? So if you notice, like that's like four rims together, right? Maybe they don't got
Yeah.
the fat rims. They don't got the fat rims there. And this is Indonesia, and we were talking backstage about how you know, I mean, these guys don't have a bunch of Bassmans and dynos and all the things like say Europe and America might have,
Even acquiring
and then
parts, right?
yeah, and parts, and they probably get duplicated factory parts and stuff like that. And if they want a Bassman, they have to make their own Bassman, right? And if and you know what? That Indonesia, they want all the bikes that have been made in America and Europe, and like they want a tribute. Like a lot of them, they will go and like redo one of these bikes. I've seen some of these guys like absolutely knock one off completely. All right, and they don't go around like telling everybody they made the bike or anything like that. They just wanted that one bike. I've seen a few examples over the years, and they'll make one like exactly, and they'll do it just a tribute because they just want to like make something amazing, right? And they thought somebody else, and they've done like Bassmans and things like this. So look at
Right.
this guy doing exhaust pipes out of it, extreme low. He does every. He's got pipes coming off. What do you call those? Sissy bars. You know, backrests. You know, I mean, just a lot of extreme, you know, design.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll call them radical. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
this is little kid. It's little kid's 12-inch. It's a 12-inch cruiser.
Going on
So
in
he made
style,
it
right?
like like a real really mini version.
Yeah. This guy would never want a normal bike. Never. Forget it.
No, yeah.
With acrylic wheels, look at that. Yeah, no rings.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. I wanted to. Yeah,
No,
can you?
no spoke. Yeah.
That's right. The front wheel's acrylic. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that's right. The front one is a polycarbonate transparent wheel. So that was a kind of cool. And I noticed that a few years ago. I think he's got a kid basically like the same age as our little Rock. So he's building, and I was always looking at his stuff as well. So say like here's
Yeah.
like what is that? 2 tires and 4 rims? Is that right?
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
You know, I mean,
Wow.
this
A
is
lot
how
of
they do them.
work.
Yeah. I mean, 4 rims. You know, I mean, you know, and a lot of these guys don't do it because they just want to do something trick. They do it because they don't have the fat rims. I mean, that's how I did it when I first got in this game like 20 years ago. I mean, we put ribs together. Here's like a little
These
wow.
mini
Look at
bikes
that.
are amazing.
They're amazing, huh? Look at these cool little bikes there, huh? Oh man.
Awesome,
These
man.
are awesome, huh? And look at
Yeah.
his. His is slamming. Yeah, man, that's like some really tricked out, like slammed little
Yeah.
lowrider.
And your favorite seat?
All right, my favorite seat. I mean, he goes after sissy bars. Like I love these sissy bars, right? And they've been. I think they look gorgeous on a lot of a couple of other bikes I've seen use. I think people should use sissy bars more. Really, you know. I mean, make them big and beautiful and let them hang out, you know, let it be a
Yeah.
feature of the bike. Yeah, why not? We
Yeah.
never explored in that area. Like people are just like so like within the bike. No man, let's touch different areas, man. It looks like it poke your eye out if you got too close though.
Yeah. Yeah. Really nice build. All right, time to move to our second builder.
Thanks, E1. E1 Garage at Facebook. I mean, check his. I tried to get in contact with him recently. We chatted in the past, but he didn't respond before the Sunday. I hadn't seen him produce anything recently, but I know he's still around. You know, it's probably all family stuff now, so you know how it is. But you should check out his stuff. He's got some really amazing stuff.
All right.
All right.
And what about the Larry?
Well,
Is this
all
the
right.
yeah, the Larry?
Yeah, he goes by Deleri, which is his like artist name, and he's another amigo from Spain, and I sent you a bunch of like separate pictures, I guess, of what, I think he sent me a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, but we have to go on. He sent on from this Facebook page. That's what I got. That's what I'm running.
All right, cool. All right, good. Well, anyway, there's I want to go to his first known bike that I met him with, and that's the one with the trailer and
Okay, that one. Yeah, let me get it. That's a beautiful one.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, we really have to start off right here with it.
This one.
All right. So, I met Abel a few years ago. Probably, I was looking at some of my old pics. I think it goes back to like 2015, and he came out with this bike in about 2015. He had a little kid at the time, and he wanted to build a little trailer for his kid. So he knocked out. Is an amazing, like, he calls himself a metal carpenter, right? So he does a lot of work with metal. He does artistic work with metal. So you could see, but he was not really a bike guy. I never heard of this guy before he got into it, and he brought this thing out, and he got on my radar. And I don't know if you could bring up some of the other pictures of this bike. I mean, he got on my radar because he showed up at one of these. There's the trailer of this thing. So he showed up with this thing on the back of his bicycle with his kid, and I don't know if he had his kid in that time, but I remember him showing up with that bike, and I said, "Wow, look at
I
the
guess
work
that's not his
yeah,
kid.
there's his kid. Yeah, there's his kid, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
oh, what different kids are born in Spain. Oh yeah, but this bike's amazing. It looks awesome.
So I saw him over at, and we've met over the past few years, and he makes really, really good sheet metal work. If you can go back to some of his sheet metal work, you could see it right there. No, no, you go down, go down. You see a lot of his sheet metal work, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's a, like, he goes and builds this out of he hand rolls this sheet metal. I mean, he's very skilled sheet metal worker. And if you look at the frame, it's like a hot rod frame as well. And he's cut it out. Now this kid though is older now, right? And he's outgrown this thing, and now it needs pedals, right? Or
Right.
maybe even a little motor. So if you see like some of his latest pictures, all right, some of his latest pictures, he's got a little motor in there. All right, oh, there it is, right down the top, right there. Look at that.
Whoa, what a nice toy.
So he took that little trailer he had, and recently, I don't know if he's gonna let his kid ride this. I don't know if his kid's gonna. So I don't know. I don't know if Abel's gonna let his kid go on this one
Well, he
anymore.
could tell us he was in the room in the beginning. I don't know if he's still here. He could tell us who is going to ride that, who is going to drive that.
Yeah, Bill,
Yeah.
it's por tu niño, ¿sí? Tu niño para llevarlo, conducirlo.
But I saw him here. He got his very nice bike as well. This very
Yeah,
creative bike. Like the handlebar is awesome. The saddle as well.
I mean, I like the bottom tube is the thing that got me, right? On this
Right.
particular bike. To me, it's just like a racer, but I saw some interesting details, like the seat tube. If you can go and like go
Yeah,
real
this one.
close
Yeah.
to no, go down further.
Ah,
Yeah, down below the seat tube, you could see that he cut the tube up in several sections. You see it?
yes. Yeah, here.
Can you go closer? You can go closer on it. That
No, not
bicycle
really.
tube.
Oh, maybe here. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So he cut all those things into like separate little pieces I'm sure, to give it some kind of unique look to it as well. So I thought that was a kind of interesting style feature that he did, kind of organic.
And we have Francesc saying to watch the videos on this page, and I'm going to do that. Should be very interesting. Just like the audio. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Well, how
oh!
can
Did you
I?
get the? Oh yeah, I heard some hot rod sounds. What was that? That was pretty cool. Then go back to that section. Oh, there it is. I heard some sound
No,
on it.
I'm muting the audio because I want to avoid some
Oh, look
YouTube
at that!
problems.
He's
But
driving it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh,
oh man,
I haven't even seen it driving. That was the trailer that was sitting behind. Now he's put a motor on it. That's so cool, man. It's like a little mini hot rod there, huh?
awesome man! Wow, look at that. That's the
You see,
happy. what the heck, kid, man.
Is that his kid driving it? Is his kid
Yes, it
driving it?
is.
Or what?
Yes.
He did drive it. Oh man.
Yeah, I think here is his project.
Oh, this is one of his. That's an electric one too, right? That's a mid-drive electric, right?
I think
Or is there a
it
motor
looks
in
like
it?
a hybrid. Maybe, yeah, maybe a
Yeah,
motor,
that's right.
not
Like a
electric. I don't know. Yeah, it's a motor. Yeah. Wow, very nice build. Old
yeah,
fashioned.
brakes, yeah, on there. Oh yeah. Damn, look at this, like old school motorbike stuff, like taking it back.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, you got some. I mean, we would the Indian. It made a nice little. Uh, wow.
His own India. Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Bike.
That's
Yeah.
definitely. So
So
yeah,
for those
that's.
who, yeah,
Go ahead.
no, those who wanna find his Facebook page, just search for the Larry as the logo shows us here, and you can get all of his pictures and videos. Everything's there. Awesome builder from Spain as
Awesome
well,
builder.
right?
That's right, from Spain. Yeah, awesome. Hey, thanks a lot, Abil. That was awesome work, man. I appreciate you coming on the show and checking this out too. Huh? You really have some nice stuff to show off. I really liked his work over the years.
Yeah, thanks, man. All right, so now we should bring our guest. You probably can talk a lot better about him than me. It's your good friend for many years, so just introduce
That's
him
right.
to us.
All right. Hey, so, all right. Again, I have to say that our next guest, I've known him for many years, and we call him Sheep. I mean, you'll find out why we call him Sheep. Anyways, we've gone back probably since probably about 2007, 2008, FBI in Amsterdam. We used to meet up every year there. He prospected the Chapaderos back then, if I remember right. And as of like the last 10 years, he was the president of the Chapaderos. And he also ran the longest running custom bike event in the world, which is called the CSI, and it's in Amsterdam every year. I think they've gone to about 18 or 19 editions now. So it is a really long running show. It's the longest one in the world. He was very much involved with the organizing that. Now, he's not only one of those, he's touched everything in the game. He's also an excellent builder. He's really creative and on his builds. And he's worked with all kinds of materials. He's worked with metal, wood. You're going to see his wood stuff, right? But anyways, I think without further ado, we need to bring him on. All right, BK?
All right. Hey, there he is.
Man.
I knew we'd find out why they call you Sheep, huh?
Oh yes,
you sleep with them, huh?
I am the sheep. I am the sheep.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you, old buddy. It's been
good
a few
to see
years.
you. Good to hear you. Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing it online. Another way we could do it. You know, you're somebody in the scene that really have kept this going as long as I remember, Evja, and you're still around knocking things around. Just look around you.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Things are gonna fall on your head.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. There are lots of them. Just a second, I show you. Here up there you have bicycles.
Oh yeah, and there's a wood one behind you, right? The wood one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that
proud of it?
Is that the one and only? That one that you brought? Or you've done other
Yeah.
wood projects? Yeah. That was the one you brought
Yeah.
with the fork. I
Yes.
can see it right there.
Yeah, it's a double fork. I mean, if the pictures, I put two strings for the fork, and I had to modify the fork because the one string for the springer it's too soft, so I do two springers
Oh
in
yeah.
the fork. Yeah.
So
It was.
every go ahead.
Yeah. What did you want to ask?
I was gonna say, yeah, if people were going to know Evja for something, I think it's one of the first things that got him on the radar with his wood bike too. So and he had
Oh
that
yeah,
wood
they're
because
here.
everybody heard about Evja's wood bike and maybe yeah, and his wood shoes, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is there anything
Well,
else you haven't done with wood?
no, I did all the cupboards here for the from the what I have left from the wooden floor that I did in my house. So I did all the cupboards here from wood. But
All right.
I would like I was thinking about something, and I would like to give a small pray for the old people in the world and the people in our world, and for health, and that we can all the borders will be open and we can meet each other again and hug each other again, with all these lockdowns and all these things. And I chose a wonderful beer to drink with you.
Oh
So I
yeah.
will
Oh yeah.
open it. I will open it for
Oh.
yeah, for
All
good
right.
health,
Cheers.
and
Cheers.
yeah.
Cheers. Good health.
Cheers, cheers.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. I got some tonic water here.
All right. Okay, look, this is the best vaccination against the virus. Yeah, have a beer.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Have a beer. And then,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Corona beer.
I've heard sunlight and beer. That's what I heard. Right. Sunlight
Yeah,
and
yeah,
beer.
yeah,
That's yeah.
yeah,
That'll cure it all. Right.
yeah. And I want to thank you two guys, Mike and BK, for what you're doing in this in the show for already 17th years time. Is this
15. You're number 15.
15?
Yes.
I'm number
15.
15. I was in the
Yeah. You.
first one, I think. I was in the first one you were
Oh
talking to me
yeah.
about. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
bikes, yeah, we featured your bikes.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah,
the first one. Oh, that's right, Ev. Yeah, we did
yeah.
feature your bikes on the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah, I was trying to tip you, but you were talking too fast, and
well, we had
I
it.
was always
We didn't know what
slow.
to do either, right? We were trying to figure it
Oh, that
out
was
what we were
wonderful.
doing.
That was
Well, good. We
wonderful.
have you
Yeah.
on. We have you on, Evia, and we're going to talk about some of the things. Like, first of all, we talked about a couple of things. We wanted to show off a few of your creations. I know we're talking. I know BK loves your wood bikes. He always talks about your wood bike,
Oh, yeah.
but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but we always. I talk about your other curvy one that you took to the you did the Cody with, and I think you came in second
Oh,
that
yeah.
year
It's
with
over
that.
there. It's over there. Yeah, yeah.
What is it called? Oh, I can see
This
it right there. The frame,
Saruman.
right?
Yeah, it's over there. It's
Oh
waiting.
yeah.
I have to do it for the put coats with other frames that I made. So I'm collecting all of them and I'm bringing them to the guy that he will put coat it. But it's over there. Yeah,
Oh yeah. I don't know if
yeah.
BK can bring it up, but it might not come up right away on it. But there was a bike that you brought up a few years ago, and I saw that, and I said, "Wow, that was pretty radical of you to do all those kind of things." And you know, and we met. I was gonna say another relationship we had besides going to FBI was I think I came in 2010, 2011. I stayed in Amsterdam, and we started. I started up a welding club, a welding class, and we had you and a few other chapaderos come every single week. I think it was once or twice a week, and I was just teaching you guys like introduction to welding and things like that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This,
that
this,
that was a
this,
class
this,
project.
this is the original. This is the original that we were. I was welding. I brought
Yeah,
I
that's
brought
right.
my welder, and it was your welder over there. There were two welders, and we were welding. And this is the original. You know, when Ralph closed the chopper dome, I saw it there. He wanted to throw it away, you know, but I said, "Can I have it?" So I still have it.
Oh man, I mean that's awesome. You
Yeah,
got to use it on a
yeah.
project, huh? You got
Oh
to use
yeah.
it on a project.
Maybe I will do something with that. Yeah, 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 yeah. It was wonderful time. It was a wonderful time to have you in Holland. Yeah,
Yeah, we had like the winter. I think it was the coldest winter in like 20 years. And you almost
yeah.
had that village race, that 11 village race or something. Remember that year too? Oh man, it was so cold. It was frozen, man. And that's
Cities.
where
Yeah,
yeah, that
cities.
was
Oh
oh
yeah. That's the bike. Yeah,
yeah, that's a bike. That's it right there.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh man, this is like a crazy
yeah.
radical, like you know,
I
it
changed
was.
it a little bit. I changed it a
Oh,
little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, I liked how you overlapped all those lines. Just let it
yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just let it go.
No, the lines are the same. It's just with Hubes that supporting, I change it a little bit, but it's the
Ah,
same line. The same line. It's the same original lines. Yeah, yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's fun, you know. We are doing we are doing our things for fun, and a lot of pleasure with thinking about and designing, you know, all the time something new. And my wife getting crazy of me, like I'm waking up in the morning and I tell her, now I know what I'm going to do. And she said, what? I know the next frame that I'm going to build. You know, said, what are you doing? I said, yes, in the morning, fresh head, you know, no noises, nothing, and then I have my ideas. You
Ah,
you
that's right.
showing me pictures?
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah,
it's usually about
yeah,
4 o'clock
yeah,
in the
yeah,
morning, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sheep are
Oh,
waking up in the 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
oh, this is the batsman you cut up, right? This is the bat. We were talking
Yes,
about that on the
this
show.
is the roof from Chris from Gouda. Yeah, it was broke. You know, the problem of the bassman from roof, and
Oh yeah, the bottom bracket
this. Yeah,
breaks, right?
yeah, yeah. It's over there. It's hanging here. It's hanging here. The bike.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fun, lots of fun. Yeah. All right. The sheep.
Sheep, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you don't have any of his
Yeah.
like his
And
wood bike like completed? Do you maybe it's not on there.
yeah, you have Woody on under Woody.
There you go.
Yes,
There you
yes,
go.
that's it.
There it
You
is. There
see
it is. Yeah.
all the designs, all the designs that I made there on the, let's say, on the fork. It's actually the tattoo that I have here on my arm. So I put it over there, and all the figures what I made on the bicycle. I lived for 2 years in Kazakhstan. I worked there, and this is the Kazakh style of, you know, doing things on the hats and all the traditional clothes. So I used it on the bike, and there was a lot of dust making it. And actually, about, you know, in general, about Ivan Garage and a lot of people that start to build bicycle. I didn't have much equipment. I have a driller, I had a grinder, and that's it. And with that, I built actually the bike. I mean, if you will see the pictures of the way I built it, I was working at home in my now living room, and over there I was gluing the stuff, and you know, it was madness of a lot of dust. So you know.
Oh, your wife didn't like that one, huh?
Oh yeah.
And Evia,
yeah. Yes, BK.
how did you fix the issues with the wood expanding and contracting? Because wood's still alive, right? Even when you are working with that, if some time it's contracting and it's expanding, there are a lot of deformation. How did you deal with that? Because
to tell you the truth,
moving, right?
To tell you the truth, I never thought about this question. I never ever thought about this question. I just built it, and I used actually wood that they used to build all the toys for children's. You know, I don't know how you call it in English, this kind of wood. And I don't know. And I actually, when I bought it to the CSI, then I was afraid, because in Holland you have lots of rain. So I was afraid that, you know, that the issue of the wood in the rain, I was painting it with special luck from the yacht, from boats, against the rain. And actually, the whole CSI was no rain. But the last evening, we did a night cruise. So I said, this evening, I will ride on this bike. And actually, on that evening, fell so much rain, but nothing happened to the wood, you know. And it's still here. And I don't know. I never thought about this construction of the woods and stuff like that. Yeah.
How old is that bike?
Oh, I don't know. It's from 2013, 13 or 4 or yeah.
And it is still perfect, right?
It doesn't have any wheels on 13, it, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Yeah. These wheels now under my Busman. Yeah.
So we've seen Evja not just in Holland. I mean, Evja travels too, right?
Yeah.
And one funny thing, we were talking earlier that some people are telling him that that's the wooden Basman. You can talk about a bit about that, Evja.
Oh no, it's just like, you know, the measurement, the distance between the seats, the saddle, and the crank. It's like look like it's from the Bassman, but I don't think I didn't build it to do something look-alike. It was a wooden.
It doesn't look like a Bassman. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't look at the fork and everything. It's, you know.
No.
It's. I was actually when I built this bike, I was more how do you call it? That time came those guys out Singapore with these 2 sheets of aluminium, you know,
and
they connecting it with. You remember?
Yeah. I forgot what the name was. 3 Max or Max something.
Yeah. And if you see my frame, I used the same because I was inspired by this frame of those guys actually.
Yeah.
That they built from 2 sheets of aluminium, and in between. Yeah. So this actually more than the Bassman. So I'm sorry for the Bassman. But not. But you can show this fork that I use the two spring. BK, if you go to my albums under Woody, then you have all the albums.
Just a second, let me try to find it. Wood. This one?
Yes.
Yeah, should be this one.
Over here you see all the process. Yeah, that's the way I still have it here. Yeah. Yeah. That's the beginning, and I had a small. If you look at the floor actually, it's the original floor from the Chopperdome.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
that's right. Yeah, that's
You see,
right.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, I mean, BK won't see it, and only old school
Yeah.
veterans like myself and some other people would see that. But that is like
Yeah.
that. It was the chopper dome, black and
Yeah,
white
you
checkers.
see, that's the way I built it. Was a
Oh,
lot
I
of
thought that
dust, a
it.
lot of dust.
So you didn't use CNC to cut, right? The wood.
The what
You
again?
didn't use
CNC.
laser at the
Laser?
time.
No,
What?
I have my
No.
eyes. I have my eyes.
Laser eyes. Laser eyes. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Hey, Filippo.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. A little like saw. Yeah. There you go.
yeah, yeah. We have
Bandsaw. Yeah. Look.
Philippa saluting you. We have a lot of like Ferry Cornet. We have
Yeah,
Mark
Thomas.
from
Thomas is a
Toto.
great builder. Thomas from Germany is a great builder.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah. He's now watching.
that's right. I've seen some of his stuff recently. Yes. I think Philippa said something.
Yeah,
She loves your organic bike. Oh, I
yeah, yeah. I
see.
see
Yes.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One day I'll come to Barcelona.
That's right. You better come to Barcelona.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Look
an
at this.
interesting rear fork. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's
But you
building
can
up with
see
the
that
plies. Yeah.
I've made it. I glue it at home because it starts to be winter, so I glue it in my
Inside the
living
house.
room. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet your wife loved you for that. Oh man,
You
it's
know,
smelly too. Oh,
she
you have
said
to do it
yes.
during the
She
day.
said yes. You know, when I asked you, "Do you want to marry me?" She said yes. So I said,
Oh, is that
you
what you
know,
say? Okay, that's it.
She
That's
didn't
it.
know
yeah,
what
that's
was
it. That's
coming.
it.
That's it. You said yes. You said yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you know,
You can see, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely how
I
you process it.
yeah, it's a way. It's the way to build it. But nowadays I got some money again for the money issues. But and I bought more tools
equipment.
to make it. And yeah, yeah. You see this the floor. It's in my living room. I was gluing the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was warm there. So you know.
And the classic question: how heavy is that bike?
Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. One of the pictures, it's funny. There's when I did the just second. Wait, a little bit back. I was cutting the I made some windows a little bit back maybe, and to make it lighter. And there is a picture that I was weighing it before and after, and I saved maybe 200 grams. So
I can't find
so I
it, but
said
yeah.
there's a picture that I was weighing it, and I saved 200 grams. But it's a heavy bike. It's a heavy bike. But it doesn't matter. It's not
No,
important.
yeah, no, at all.
That's right. It is important. Yeah. Stop asking silly questions, BK.
I'm doing the usual
Jesus, man.
questions.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
that.
I was,
Like somebody,
yeah,
yeah, like maybe a
yeah.
mountain bike, like a racer guy comes up. I bet that's heavy.
Yeah, always the same. Or how much is it?
How much is it? Yes,
They
Yeah,
yes. How much
they
is it?
asked me
Yeah.
they asked me how fast can you ride it? So I said if I have to tow it to a Ferrari, and then I will do the 300. But it's not important. I'm not in a
not
That's
at
rush
right.
for
all.
my beer, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's right. We'll get there. Yeah, and we'll do it in
Yeah,
style.
Oh,
yeah.
the metal integration is really interesting.
Yes, yeah.
That's cool. Oh,
There
yeah,
is
you
one
put
of the
those
pictures that
just
the
the
way I
caps.
did it.
Is that just the caps? That's
No,
all, right? You just
no.
push in the caps.
It's you can.
It's the full
It
bottom bracket.
there is a yeah. There is a
All right.
picture that I showed how I here. Look at
Yeah.
now. If you make it bigger, the picture and the bracket, you see, I was welding like wings on the side, and then it's hold it from turning in the wood.
Ah.
You see
Oh, I see.
the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
I see. To
yeah,
keep them straight.
exactly.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's another
Yeah.
picture, better picture with how I did it. Yeah, a lot
Let
of
me
glue,
try to.
and
Hey, Evia, what's that like piece? It looks like you can hold like a long hammer in the center of it. What is that?
I don't
Like, go
know.
back to your friend. What is that? Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, here.
Don't
look at
ask
it.
me.
Looks like looks like
It's
you got like a perfect place for a hammer in there. Like,
yeah.
can
I
you?
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you
I
see
can
it? You
show
see?
you. I can. Yeah.
It looks like I'm gonna put my hammer in the center of this bike right here.
I don't know. It just happened. It
It
happened.
just
You
happened.
know.
Yeah, I got a hammer mount.
Yeah. I will show you my how do you call it, the standard. Just a second.
Oh, the kickstand.
Oh yeah, look at that! Like, how do you get all that ornamental stuff going? You hand cut that or what?
Yeah. Everything is handmade.
Oh, that's
Everything
pretty
is
intricate
handmade.
stuff.
No.
I like your little
Yeah.
intricate
Everything is.
stuff. It looks like it's like tattoo-ish on the side of your
Yeah.
bike. It looks like
Yeah.
kind
This.
of yeah, that's cool. How you done that? Because it could have
Yeah.
just been just a wood bike, but you added those little style bits on it that made it like,
Yeah.
that little bit much more cooler.
Yeah.
Was that his rear?
I do.
Is that the rear or the? Oh, that's
No,
the
this is
front
the
fork.
front. This is the front.
Yeah, it's front
Front.
fork. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Everything what I build, every fork, whatever I do for somebody, if somebody or everything, it's specially for that part, and I'll never copy it, never do it another one more time. It's always will be different. I did 3 forks. All the 3 forks are different, never the
oh yeah.
same, because for me it's like one of a kind. I was in Paris. We were riding the bicycles, and there was a guy with his family in I don't know if it was a Porsche or a Jaguar, one of the sport cars, and he was riding, looking at me, and I said, "What do you want? This is my bike. This is the only bike in the whole world. Your car, you have went 20,000 of them running around. Like one of a kind.
That's right. Yeah.
So so every person who have this bike, whatever bike, beautiful bike they have, it's only one, and that make it the most fun thing.
Well, I mean, we want to be the unique thing, and that's what we're talking about. I mean, I'm hoping that we can get into a few minutes of some topic that we maybe could like put onto a podcast and maybe talk about a
Yeah.
question that we've talked that we were discussing before this podcast, and maybe what we thought. There's a few things you have some input about. What, for example, what people should charge for their work? Would you like to? At least I know you said you have your opinion on it. What were you thinking about that?
Yeah, the other guys before me, they just said exactly what I'm thinking about. It's all the people who's building the bicycles. We are to compare, simple as that, is artistic work. And how much Michelangelo got for his Mona Lisa. Uh, what to ask for it, we have to stay as well in the normal prices, of course, and it's depend on your heart. There's a guy, I built for him the frame over there, this Vikings X form, lately here, so it's there, and I gave him the prize, and he said yes. And people said, "Oh, well, how much? How much? How much?" It will be. I will say it because I'm not afraid talking about money. It's not something issue that you shouldn't talk. Say numbers or whatever, figures or whatever. I asked for it for 500 euros, and he said yes. And the time that I spend on it, I build it, and I have to take it apart and I build it again. And because something, I didn't like it, because, you know, it's a creation. So you do something and then you don't like it and then you change it. And a lot of things happened in the time that you build that cost you time, you know, and how much you ask for it. Yes, if I have to count how many hours I spend on the frame or whatever frame that I made, you know, you can't pay it. But then you give the price that you feel right with, you feel good with. And I have a lot of pleasure to see the bicycles riding. You know, every meeting that we had, I enjoyed so much to see all the different, and there's no one bicycle look at the same as the other. Even the Bassmans. And yeah, because every person create his own bike, you know. So you know, they're all different. So for the people who build the bicycles, most of the time they build it for themselves. I build how many frames already? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I think 7 frames, but the 7 frame were for me. I build 2 bicycles for other people, and this is the second one. And yeah, I feel right with the price.
All right. Well, hold
Yeah.
on. All right. So I'm hearing something, and I'm not hearing something, Evja. So I have to call you out a little bit on it. All right, because
Yeah.
like I think you went around the world and you said like, all right, I charge $500, but you didn't tell us like how you came up with that $500. Is it like just some number you came out of your head, or is it like a materials plus a labor?
Yeah,
And
material. Yes, the material, of course, but you
But like,
know,
well, then what? Like, then your artistic value, or like you like relate your work, or like something like says, well, nobody else is making it, so I'm gonna have a unique price, and you can charge whatever you like with it.
I kind of compare it to the fire bikes, actually, you know. And I know that Sam, he's selling his
So you
bicycle in
compare
a
it with
really good price. You know, if you buy from Sam McKee his frames, he's giving really good price. It's not expensive, truly. And yeah, I was looking, you know, how many people selling frames. You know, like you have fire bike and you have Camilo, but he don't sell that much. It's pity because he have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful frames,
well,
and you
Adam
know,
Zanowitz. Adam Zanowitz. I mean, he's probably the
yeah.
biggest seller of custom frames in the world right now. And
How
there is a
much he
price he
charge
does.
for a frame?
Yes, that's right. And you should.
How
That's
much?
a good question. Yeah, he charges pretty much like double everybody else. He's like 800 or 900 dollars or even
Dollar.
euros, I think. Yeah. Well, I think it's even on the euro
Okay.
side, but
Okay.
I think everybody else, and that's right. So are we looking at those kind of who's who's that? Who's that?
Brother.
Oh yeah, hey Remco, hey, what's up, dude? Oh yeah,
Remco.
hey, that is
Remco.
Remco. Yeah, yeah. I was like, that doesn't look like sheep. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Remco? Are you watching it? Are you watching
Brother.
us on there? All
Oh
right,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Remco
He's
is
watching
watching. Yeah.
us. Yeah, hey,
Yeah, yeah,
Remco's
yeah.
watching us, man. What's up, man?
Closed.
Hey,
Yeah,
so go ahead.
yeah. You know, it's for me it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to make it, you know. It's the way of thinking and developing and solving problems. You know,
So it's
it's
a hobby,
fun
yeah.
and
It's a hobby,
it's
right?
it's it, it is a hobby, but you know, I'm working. I'm spending time on it to build it, you know, and yeah. I don't know. You have those guys that they make beautiful stuff with already existed bicycles. You know, they send it the painting beautiful and everything, and they sell the whole bike. But if you sell the whole bike, you have the price on the, how do you call it, on the wheels, the pedals, the fork. That costs a lot of money, actually, more than the bicycle. You know, the bicycle that I built for
Yeah, but
Calvi, the
what's your
coffee.
value?
Look, I built this bicycle that everybody said it's wonderful, the brown one for the coffee.
Oh yeah.
The coffee
Coffee
shop, you
shop.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you what left in my pocket from this
Oh yeah, that's
bicycle
disappointing. Oh
was
yeah,
200 euro
man.
for
See,
all
that's
the
what I'm
work,
talking
everything
about.
what I did over
Yeah.
there. 200 euros. So, but the bicycle is in the middle of Gouda. And there were guys on Facebook that they came to Gouda, and then suddenly they saw the bicycle and they make pictures, you know, and everybody said, yes, it's from the ship, you know, the ship built it. He didn't know. And that's my
Yeah,
pleasure.
I got
Every
it.
time
I
I'm
got
going
it.
to the city, yeah.
I mean, but we do it. Hey, sheep. All right, we're gonna go through it, and I'm with you, and I've been doing this game for 20 years. I'm still in there. I keep talking about money, but I keep building bikes for without money. I still keep going in competitions for without money. I talk about prize money
Yeah.
all the time, but I'm the guy that goes and travels all over. All right, without any prize money, and they are like every time I bring up prize money,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how many times you come to America or to Europe? It's not cheap, and if you want to get like international builders to come to an international competition, like Adam Zanowitz and myself are the only guys in Europe who's ever taken a bike from Europe, all right, to compete in America at the OBC, right? Of course, both of us won
Yeah.
though. But you know what? It takes a it takes a lot, huh? It's not easy, you know. And I like to see some American builders do that, before we start talking.
Yeah.
And then when you Americans come over to Europe, and then you see how much it costs to come and compete and bring your bike in there, and then let's see about talking about prize money. See if that makes a lot of sense after
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. But I tell you the truth. Even in my daily work, you know, I'm a therapist, and sometimes people are coming to my clinic, but they don't have that much money to pay the price of the treatment. So I ask simply, "What is your budget?" You know, and they say the price, and I'm doing it because people need this treatment. And I have my two hands all time. I have my tools all the time with me, and I love what I do, and I doing it, and this is my pleasure. And yes, of course, I would like to be kind of like Sam McKee with a fire bike, but he was on the right time, and he made the beautiful right line of frames, and he
Hey,
started
he made
exactly
50. Let me tell you, Evja, he made
yeah,
50 different frames. All right, I've
50,
had
yeah,
chats with 50 different. He made a fluid that was the
this
he
last
killed
one.
it. Yeah, he killed it. He killed it with the fluid, right? I mean, he had everybody. He could sell. He can make 10 fluids anytime he wanted. If he wanted to make some get some spare cash, right? All he has to do is
I
make 10
heard
fluids.
I heard the story. There's a story about the fluid. I don't know if many people knows it, but there's a guy from Lelystad, Andrea, and he's the brother-in-law from Sunder, from the Chapaderos,
Yeah,
insane.
yeah,
And
same. Yeah,
actually,
Thunder.
the fluid was from Andrea because Sunder was riding fireback and Andrea as well, and the line of the fluid was Andrea idea actually, and Sam McKee took it over
Oh,
and he made the fluid.
Oh,
Yeah,
you hear that, Sam? Yeah. Sam's a watcher of this show. Oh, you
that's
hear
what
it?
I heard.
See,
That's
this
what
is
I heard, but
hey,
it's okay.
someone claiming it, Sam. You hear that? Yeah. Hey, you guys, Sam is. Yeah, that's right. Oh man,
Yeah,
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 we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have
This
Sam.
this
We're
is
gonna
what I
have
heard
Sam
at that
back on.
time.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
actually, I think. he might actually be coming back on next week. So I'm gonna bring him on and say, hey, did you hear about that fluid? I heard that. You're not the OG. Sam has made so
No,
many
but
cool bikes. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
of
man,
course. I
right.
love him. I love
Yeah,
him.
we all love you,
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah. He came to Holland and the V Corps, the club out Veenendaal in Holland.
Oh yes.
They are crazy about the fire bikes. I think all of them riding fire bikes over there, and they made the
It,
fire bike cruise. And Sam McKee he came to Holland, and we had this beautiful picture of Sam McKee in Utrecht in the city,
with
and
all the
with
bikes,
all
yeah,
the fire bikes, all
yeah,
the fire
oh yeah,
bikes,
oh, that's badass.
uh, and he
That
was
was
he was
badass.
oh, this was my first frame, this was my first frame, and yeah.
I mean, and Sam and guys that like we did in the early days, they came over from America and Canada on the early days and really got the scene going on in Europe. Because I remember when I first came, before he came into America, it was all happening, and you were there, Evia, and it was all
Yeah.
happening in Europe. I mean, Americans don't even realize, and you guys, you should see what was there in Europe. It didn't look anything like the American bikes, right? And they were
No.
just completely different. And we were going to talk about design, and we're going to talk about how Euro design and how much different it is, and the influences are, and especially
Yeah.
country influences from between
Yes.
different countries. We have our
Yes.
different styles, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You have the people, in the Netherlands. I don't want to forget any one of the builders, but you have the brothers Dong and Timo and Ivo. They
Oh
they
yeah,
made
they're
it. They're
awesome.
making really every kind of
Oh yeah,
like me. Every bicycle is different, out of the mind. Like, where did you get this design from? Like, wow. And painting as well. And then you have the most crazy one. You have Bert as well. He built some bikes. And then you have I think the most crazy builder. I wouldn't say wrong, but in the world, Ed Rongen from Utrecht.
all right, yeah,
But
Ed
he's
Rungan,
Yeah,
yeah, that's all, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got. I saw. Yeah, he's got some crazy stuff.
I
Yeah,
mean,
He's mental. He's
every
mental with his. He's mental.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
amazing,
mental. Yeah,
amazing. I've and
yeah.
for example, this guy
It's
Ed, you know,
freak bike kind of guy,
he's
right?
more than this, more
Yeah,
than
I
this. I
agree. Yeah,
mean,
yes.
it's something like, how can you ride it? But
Yeah, that's right. I
and
saw his
I've
trike
been
with the
I've
three wheels,
yeah,
the one in the
yeah.
center of the
and
bike.
and yeah, yeah. And now he's busy with the one with the points everywhere. Like, and you have the third back rear wheel.
Yeah,
But for example, Ed, he's building his bicycles in his attic. In his attic,
yeah.
second
Oh, I didn't
floor.
know
Yeah,
that.
you have a
Oh
small
man.
room, and over there he's building his bicycles, and you have minimized tools to make the bicycles. You know what I mean? And it's things that in his head. And I was thinking about him. If I am out of the box, he's way in space. Like the way he's thinking and doing things. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, that's the word, what we have here in Holland. And then not to forget who else is building bicycles here. You have those guys that they modifying and painting, doing paint
How
job.
about like the
Amazing.
Metalwork Brothers? I know the Metalwork Brothers haven't done anything in a
Yeah,
while, but
but
they were.
I didn't hear from them for a long time. They had
Yeah.
the
I know. Yeah,
period. They made few bicycle, and that's it.
that's right.
But you
Yeah,
have those
yeah,
guys that they keep working, keep doing things.
that's right.
And
Yeah.
how do you call him? Joris as well. He built
Oh yeah,
two or
yeah.
three bicycles, but
Oh
I
yeah,
don't hear anything from him anymore. But
yeah.
he's an artist. He's an artist. He's doing a lot of metal work in
That's right.
Rotterdam.
Yeah, yeah. In
Yeah, yeah,
Rotterdam. Yeah,
yeah.
and he keeps buying new
It's
tools and
Yeah,
stuff, right? And he just does
yeah,
things for.
yeah,
And Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah, seeing him on
yeah.
that.
So this the style, and then you have the Finland. Finland, it's one of the most beautiful bicycles that I ever seen from Ari
Hmm.
Sirkonen.
That's
Using
right.
small
That
tube and the lines that they made the bicycles. It's pleasure to see it. And you have the red bicycle for Jan Bernard from Paris.
oh yeah,
He
Jan
made
Bernard.
as
Yeah,
well
from
crazy bicycle. Lots of burritos. Actually, my burrito, what I built, it was like inspired with his work actually, because I didn't know how it will be to cycle with these low pedals. Like I built mine like 2 centimeter from the floor, and and when I was in Paris, I asked him if I can ride on one of his burritos, one of his bicycles. It was quite challenging, I would say that, but I did it, and I said, okay, if I can do this, I can build one, and I build it. And actually, about material and how to do things, I have here actually my my bender. I put here, yeah, the pipe, and
is
on
that an
this I
aluminum one?
bend.
That's an aluminum wheel.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah.
even a
It's
steel wheel. It's not
no,
even a steel
it is
wheel.
a wheel. No, no, it
Yeah,
is a
but
wheel.
yeah, but it's not even a steel wheel. It's like an aluminum
No,
wheel, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's aluminum. It's from Electra, and this was my bender, and with this I bend all the tubing for my orange bicycle, the
Oh, cool.
anorexia. Yeah. So
Anorexia.
this was my tool. And with that to build bicycle,
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, you know, you have to
I mean,
use
you're
things.
limited. Yeah, you're limited with the size, but okay. Yeah, you do
Oh,
get
it's
into
exactly on the line of the wheel.
a long
Yeah,
enough tubing,
it's
and you
hanging
can
there.
get around it. Yeah, you can get enough around that, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, why not? And yeah, that's the way I build. And how much to ask for it? I don't know.
Exactly.
My
So you
dream,
go ahead. Your dream is what?
yeah. One
Your
when
dream.
when I study for therapist, my dream was actually, I haven't done it because now I have family and now I'm getting old. But my dream was actually to make a pilgrimage walk in Europe to Santiago de Compostela, to Assisi, and
Spain.
then
Yeah.
to Jerusalem. Yeah, and
Oh
then to
yeah.
Jerusalem, and on the way to treat people, exchange for place to sleep. And that's who I am. I will build for you a frame. I will give it you a present, and I don't care about the money actually. But if people are thinking to live from it, yes, they have to think about the price, what they do, and actually they have to give a good quality of work. If I build my frame, I took it apart because I didn't like it, and I have to give a good quality of the frame, and it will be one of a kind of frame because I won't build another one like this again. It will be different, you know, and yeah, this is my motto in my life. But there's no problem to ask a good price, and if HB asking 900 euros, okay, I'm happy for him. If somebody pay it, why not?
Right, and why not? I think if we followed on the last podcast, I think and I'm telling everybody right now that we're in a very cheap period of our bike frames. Really, we really are not charging right now. We're still in like parts and labor, and we're not even considering ourselves our labor very considerable. We can't even charge like a decent welder's fee for it, right?
You
Even
want
though our
one?
welder. Oh man,
Do
I
you want
loved
one?
one of those. Yes. Oh man, let me crack one of those open, man. Well, I'm gonna have to have one of those after the show with you.
BK,
I think BK's like looking for one of them right there. He's like, I'll have one. I'll have one.
I got my water here.
Oh, yeah, you go. You want it?
yeah,
I got my water. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my living room. You know, I'm in my living room.
I'll have something after this show, but
Oh, we got some questions. Tony Oncoro is asking, is it hard for you to get parts overseas?
well, I mean, if we don't order any parts from overseas, I mean, there is our local houses here. Like there's our local parts houses. You can order from Germany. There's a big parts dealer in Germany. A couple of parts dealers. If you want to order in Holland, there's some guys doing some stuff around there. There's not really anything in Spain. What do you got for a parts person, Evja, Sheep? Who do you order your
Um,
parts from? Like, where do you get your rims from? Robson in Germany and things like that?
Classic Cycles, but I'm doing it via my friend Stephen.
Yeah, Classic Cycles. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
from Classic
yeah.
Cycles, and then over there they sell as well rough parts. But
That's right, rough.
I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
classic cycles. I bought an American bicycle lately with 36 inch wheels.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
wonderful.
oh,
But the tires were
expensive.
dry.
Oh,
Yeah,
expensive.
and the
Oh man,
yeah,
I
it's a
know.
brutal bicycle. Brutal. Everybody's looking at me when I'm riding it, like, what the
I
fuck?
thought so. Oh yeah, I love
But
36s. Yeah.
yeah, but the tires were a little bit dry, so I order via America, the States, tires. And then when I was in 2019, I was in the 12 bars in Florida. I took them with me in the plane, but it was too expensive actually. You can order it from Italy, and in the end it was cheaper, even though the price for the tires was expensive. But in totally with the shipment, I had to pay $50 because I took it in the plane. You
All
can
right,
you
all
can
right.
get everything in Europe. You can get everything in Europe. Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah.
look, I got a nice message here. Valmir Bisoli from Brazil. He's saying that
Oh
your bike,
yeah. Hey.
he knows your bikes from Brazil, in Brazil. So your bikes have
Wow.
made to Brazil, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, your bikes have made it to Brazil. Oh
Yeah, it's
man.
going very far.
Oh
That's
man.
awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's like, all
Okay.
right.
Hey, Vladimir.
Yeah, great. All right, Mike, I think we are getting our
So,
time, and unfortunately,
there's a question there. There was a
yeah, there is
question
a
from
message from
Tony.
Tony. If you have a skill and you're master it, you should be able to charge what you want.
Yeah, you would love. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tony, we'd love to.
exactly.
What do you want,
Wait,
you want.
wait,
Yeah.
Tony, we'd love to, right? And you know what?
Yes.
I got my number. I'd love to, and I got my number. But when I tell people my number and what I know, what I'm worth, you know what? People they can't afford it, right? So the thing is,
But
we could say we have our worth, what we compare with, what we have, but like what we don't have is a market. So that's all I want to say, you know.
yeah. But Mike, when you give your price, is it complete bicycle or only frame?
Well, it doesn't matter. I give my price for what I think people are asking me for. Like, so if they want me to make a frame, or I mean, I did a bike with Art Ramirez in Los Angeles, and it's probably the most expensive bike I'd ever worked on, and yeah, I get paid very well for it.
I'm doing classic
And that went out for about $9,000. All
cycles.
right. Yeah,
Actually,
9,000. Yeah,
I bought an American bicycle.
bike I'd ever worked on, and yeah, I get paid very well for it.
I'm doing classic cycles.
That went out for about $9,000. All right.
Actually,
Yeah, 9,000. Yeah,
I bought an American bicycle.
bike I'd ever worked on, and yeah, I get paid very well for it.
I'm doing classic cycles.
All right, I think we gotta go now. All right.
It's getting crazy.
Hey, you guys, I think we should go while we still can, huh?
can't hear you. I hear only Mike.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a delay. But anyways, I think we should call it anyways. I don't know what happened. Hey Evja, Sheep,
Yes.
it was lovely seeing you, man. Again, I love.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
man.
It
I
was
want to give you
wonderful.
like a big bro. Yeah, man. You're
Oh,
really,
yes.
like
you,
seeing
man.
like a brother, an old brother again, man. I really is, man.
Oh,
I really feel like we've connected again, man. I appreciate
yeah.
it, brother.
Yeah.
You
All
know.
right.
You know what? I will think about the frame to build for you.
Whoa!
Oh, that
All right!
sounds.
All right! All right! All right!
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it better be a trike though.
A trike.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I had a trike in my head. I have a trike in my head. Okay.
Well, keep it in your
Okay.
head.
Okay.
Yeah, keep thinking,
Okay.
and we'll talk about a
Okay.
trike.
Okay.
All right,
The
we're talking
trike.
about trikes. All right.
Two rear wheels, the front wheels.
Well, whatever, right? At least 3 wheels. At
Okay.
least.
At
All
least
right.
3 wheels. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Evja. And before we go, let's talk
look at
about our
Philippa.
friend.
Philippa gave a €5 super sticker. Is that right?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that helps a lot to keep the show going on.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
hear
awesome.
that?
Thank you so much, Philippa.
Thank you, Philippa. Hey, anybody else
Thank
want to
you.
give a super sticker out there? $5. It only costs $5.
That's awesome. That helps a lot, a lot, a lot.
Thank you very
You
much,
cannot
Philippa.
even imagine. And before we go, let's talk about our friends in the United States who are having a podcast every Friday.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Oh,
Tony,
okay.
Danny's son, Bike Life Talk every Thursday. They've changed it, I think, from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California
Yeah.
California time. Yeah.
I hope next
And-
year to be there.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, more Bike Life Talk. Really, these guys are keeping it going. These guys always got something good going on. They're like on the pulse of the whole U.S. scene. I mean, really, they got all the information. They know what the bike rides are going on. So really, if you guys want to keep up and you're in the U.S., you want to find out what's going on, these guys every Thursday night, 8 p.m.
And they're really funny. It's a great show. And it's very special thanks to Carmine, who is supporting the show as well, letting us share on his Facebook group. It's
Okay.
awesome. So Carmine, a hug for you, my friend. And all right,
Carmine.
And thank you everyone for joining the show. We have people from Netherlands, from the United States, Germany, Spain, Brazil, Australia, all over the world are here tonight. So it's really good to have you guys.
It was wonderful.
So see you next weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll
Thank
catch
you.
you.
Yes.
All right, Evja, that's
Hey,
awesome, man.
Chris.
Hey,
Bye. Bye.
bye,
One of
you
the
guys,
oldest
man.
riders.